Welcome back to the channel. Today I am using my tf810 Pro wood chipper, and I'm going to do a little bit of a review of what I like about it, what I have issues with, and just what I think of it overall. So this size material, that 3, 4, 5-inch stuff with this tractor, which is 65 horse PTO, doesn't even notice. It eats right through it like it's not even there. So this is one of those things that I have an issue with. Sometimes it's hard to get a log to get started for the bigger stuff. And if you noticed earlier, there was a lot of smaller stuff left in there. That's because I adjusted up the infeed roller so it wasn't sitting all the way down. So it's a little easier to start the bigger stuff. But I might put it back down because I think it's more of a nuisance than it helps. So, I said this earlier about the infeed being a pain sometimes. I'm really curious if, like, a serrated edge on the infeed rollers, or roller, would help, but that would be something maybe I could experiment later when the things will beat up a little more and I'm willing to tear it apart. Okay, this log actually does the shear bolt in, and I'm not sure if it's caused by slowing down the infeed, causing it to sort of jump because it's not consistently putting pressure, or if it's that I actually just need more horsepower for this size log, because if you listen right before it shears, the tractor actually slows down, like, well, everything slows down, so it could be either or. Okay, so changing the shear bolt's pretty easy. The best way to do it that I've seen so far is you just pop the PTO shaft off so you can actually get to it. It's a M8 by 50 millimeter bolt. I saw a couple people saying to use a SAE bolt. Slightly different size. I've experienced in the past using an SAE bolt in place of a metric bolt, where it actually wears the bolt out or breaks it easier because it's not a tight fit in the hole. That's just been my experience, though.
So you fed a 7-inch diameter into an 8-inch chipper.
Yes.
Before it. So really, you don't want to put anything bigger than 6.
Yeah. 6 with limbs would be fine. Which, that's reasonable,
because
honestly.
it's sheared at the very end.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a little oblong too. But
yeah,
that's what, maybe a softwood too?
Not really. It was not soft. That was pretty heavy log.
So would it chip
I
a 6-inch
don't know if I would want to go for like a 5-inch oak.
See what it
Pine?
does.
What I should do is I should grab a piece of 6 or 7-inch pine and see.
You could probably feed a whole 8-inch pine in it. No, I'm saying that's the first one that you've done.
Oh yeah, the first one was you.
Okay, so I was just referring to the first shear bolt that we broke on this. My brother was actually putting a 2x8 oak board through it. You'll actually get to see that board later because I actually grabbed it to use it as a pry bar.
there we go. That's done. Now, gotta go and get that log out.
Since I did that, I actually already lost one of those pieces of vinyl or whatever it is, the clear vinyl. A stick or something caught it and pulled it right through the chipper.
That's that. Probably grab some sort of board. Pry.
This is naive. What would happen if you just took the shocks off?
It wouldn't pull stuff in?
Or would it?
No.
Okay, so in a second,
See if it's
right there it is. That's the oak board that sheared the first shear bolt. Like I said, it's a 2x8 piece of oak, and it was laying flat in the bottom, so it was a pretty good shear that it did when it did that one. But that was a lot easier to get out because it was a flat board. Okay, as you can see here, there's like a ding out all these blades. That's actually from that oak board. I was sort of surprised that the board did that, but that's what that's from. Just for my information, I felt like seeing how far the flywheel runs out, and mine's only about 5 thousandths off all the way around. That's about the biggest deviation that it has. So it's actually pretty good. Alright, it took a lot of work to get it to the point where I could just go and put it in reverse and get it to pop out. You guys saw I had that oak board under there, and then I also used a digging bar through the access door on the side there to actually push that underneath the infeed roller, so I could actually go and fire the tractor up and put that in reverse so it would pop out. The easiest way that probably would have been done to do is actually to go and take the shocks and loosen the bolts up until there was no pressure, but I didn't do that. That probably would have been a lot easier. Okay, in conclusion, guys, for the most part I like the chipper. The infeed roller sort of bugs me. The fact that I've sheared a couple shear bolts already, that's sort of annoying, but that could be a horsepower issue, and eventually I'll go and get it on a bigger tractor here. Hopefully by the end of the year I'll have another tractor running that's bigger, but that's no guarantee on that one. And then for the most part I like the consistency of the chips. They're smaller. Like if you get chips from like a Asplin or one of those guys that do tree trimming, they're gonna have actually a bigger chip size than this does because they're using a drum chipper. But other than that, it works good for the price. I really can't complain. And yeah, I would recommend it. There's other guys that are having trouble with it though, so who knows? I might have just got lucky and got a good one. And that's all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me just checking out a piece of equipment and telling you what I think. If you enjoyed this content, if you would, like and subscribe and see what kind of other adventures I get into.